It is the second day of Horti Filipina, and today what I'm expecting is that a lot of the vendors have already set up their stalls much better than yesterday, because when I came in very early in the morning, they were still setting up their stalls. So today we'll have a quick look. And then another thing is the entries for the plant competition is now final. We have all the entries displayed. I'm also going to be meeting one of the vendors who are not actually displaying today. I bought plants from her before the event and I'm doing the pickup today. So that's something that happens in a big event like this. Because it becomes a convergence for all plant lovers and all plant vendors, whether or not they are part of the event, it becomes a pickup place for purchases made. So I'm going to be picking up some of those plants. I'm going to include it in my plant haul for Horti Filipina 2026. So let's have a look. Today is the second day of Horti Filipina, and we're going to have a look around at how the shops are doing. So we have here Jas Greenery. We saw them yesterday. They are selling their Taikons at 1,000 each. Quite similar to that Enrich Garden that we saw. Now we also have Peonies flowers. So Peonies flowers, I see something I find interesting. I think this is Epigigantium marble. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it looks marbled. Oh, there's the name. It is Epigigantium marble. I also see an Adansonia aurea. I have this. Unfortunately, the one I have reverted. And if I'm not mistaken, this is an Epiprimnum marble. Maybe Japan cultivar. Not sure. And there's some really pretty bougainvilleas as well. Now, fun fact about Bougainvillea spectabilis. Some people think the colored parts are flowers, but actually the only flower is the one that's in the center, the small one. These are actually bract leaves, which are accessory to attracting birds and insects from getting nectar so that they can do pollination. So the ones that we see here right now are variegated, and they have smaller leaves than the usual bougainvillea that we see. These are really beautiful. This one I find very interesting. So this is a bougainvillea that I find most interesting in their collection. It's a very beautiful variegation. Another vendor that I did not get to deep dive into yesterday because, again, they were kind of busy and I didn't have enough time to cover everyone, is Anna's Garden, Cielito Leaf House. Duha mo ka vendor. So, Anna's Garden and Cielito Leaf House, tagasa mo?
From Camotes Island.
Camotes Island.
And then Talisay.
Talisay ang Cielito Leaf House. Anna's Garden, din siya last year na apod mo?
Yes, sir.
I think nakapalit ko ninyo.
Bitaw, sir.
Acuminata.
Yeah.
Mint mottled. Oh, pakitan te kaon sa inaw nga turon.
Okay, sir.
Tama. So, ang gipakita ni ma'am nako is this is the egg yolk.
Wave of Love.
Wave of Love, egg yolk. And then na put mga anthurium foliage ni.
Oo.
So, kani mo ni pinaka-interesting so far ang superstar kay na siya pagka white monster na look, no? And of course, ang kani mga uso karon, the ones that are really popular, we had the Red Congo Classic Tricolor.
Yes, sir.
Tricolor, Red Congo Classic Tricolor. This is very popular right now and very well priced now. They can get really big, and if you have really nice variegations, it comes out really beautiful. And ma'am also has the mint, Monstera mint at the back, and also another heartache of mine, the Vichii, and she also has the white gloss, Epigigantium white gloss.
Yes, sir.
Uso lagi karon ang white gloss.
Yes, sir. Ano na siya? Pagkakiganahan niya, sir.
Last year, wakay ko kakita video te ka ma'am ha.
Hello.
Ay kawaw. Yeah, ma'am. So last year ang Epigigantium white gloss wagi ko kitaan na.
Naa, sir, but very rare.
Rare patok. So karon na naghana. Pero akong question sa Epi White Gloss is, di ba siya kuyaw o variegation ka unstable, mo revert green or mo all white?
Dili gid sir, dili wala ko kasulay nga mag all white but mag half moon murag half moon yang variegation.
O, na yung pagka-sectoral, oo.
Sectoral, oo.
So, if mukuha ko Epi White Gloss, di ra kuyaw na mo revert.
Dili gid sir, dili.
Oh, so medyo stable yung variegation.
So far wala pa din ko naka-try nga nag-revert siya.
Ah. Ma'am, if na kay plant na gusto nimo ipanghambog sa atong audience, unsa may ipakita nimo? Oh, sige, your chance to show kay si ma'am is from Camotes Island, Anna's Garden.
Like this one sir ay kay kanang very slow grower po di siya. And ang kani sir ay kana siya ipanghambog kay kanang grabe ka slow grower gyapon siya dayon kanang pero ano ni siya sa mag-revert gyapon ni siya.
Mag-revert gyud siya, so
kung dili jud mo siya mo
so advanced level ni siya na plant.
Advanced level siya nga plant but kung kato sir ay kana siya sir ay sa talapan. Kanang nasa border.
Kana. Unsay mo siya cardboard?
Ay, lako ba?
Mura gyud siya cardboard.
Mura siya cardboard siya sir no but kanang umurag kuan siya sa foliage gyapon.
Foliage gapon siya. Na nag-inflorescence na ba ya?
Gyapon na siya nga plant pa as of now. Next year mo daghan-daghan siya.
Okay. So I'm here at Jazz Greenery. You guys are from Bacolod. So we have another one from Bacolod, Jas Greenery. And they have some very exceptionally rare plants here. This is really beautiful monstera. So they had Tycons over here. They had Albo, which I was looking for. Unfortunately, the nicer ones already got sold. And I have here right now the Monstera Legacy. I've seen this a lot, but seeing it in pictures versus seeing it in person is so different. Look at that leaf. Beautiful.
Green snow, legacy.
Oh, this one's the Legacy. So this one is the
Green snow.
Green Snow. Oh, this one's also really nice. The Legacy has like stronger contrast, while the Green Snow has like this lighter color to it. Beautiful. So I think this is also Legacy. And that one at the back is also Green Snow. And this one, I've seen this, I forgot the name. Is this Mint? Ooh, look at that. They also have some Agla over here. And then we're gonna have a good look because, again, the plant that keeps getting my attention, Epi Giganteum White Gloss. Now, the reason why I have not jumped into this plant is because I've been warned it can get pretty challenging reverting to green or turning all white. So, I'm still hesitant. Oh, look at this. Is this Hastatum variegated but larger? Probably top cut because it's not climbing. I think it is. Hastatum variegated. Wow, look at this. Hastatum variegated. The silver color with all the splashing variegations. Something that I really like. If 1 year ago, if I listened to myself, I can't believe I'm saying all these things because I said before that I'm not into variegated plants. I'm fine with the green forms, but look at me now. This is the Gloriosum tricolor. So right now, in terms of popularity, I'm seeing the Epi Giganteum White Gloss and Gloriosum tricolor a lot in different shops. And in their own pedestals, we have the Devil Monsteras. Beautiful plants from Jas Greenery from Bacolod. You see, Cebu, we need more vendors. We need more garden centers. Unfortunately, we really don't have a lot of options compared to like places like Manila. Even Bacolod and Iloilo has a lot of collections. Kind of low-key jealous that they have many options. So hopefully we grow and encourage our garden centers here and more people get interested with plants. So I am not sure if there were Indonesian participants last year, but here today we have Indonesian vendor, Istana Anthurium, and their specialty is variegated anthuriums. So, and they're doing a buy one take one. So for those who are very into anthuriums, I recommend checking out Istana Anthurium, especially if you want to add more genetic varieties into your plant collection. So buying from foreign vendors is not just about buying different plants. Sometimes you can buy same plants but with slight genetic difference. So like what Plant Girl PH says, not all plants are created equal. So diversify your gene pool. Check out Istana Anthurium from Indonesia. Yesterday, I didn't get to see this shop because I was busy with all the others. And it turns out they have a lot of anthuriums. Am I ready to break my heart again? They have Warockianums. These are like really narrow Warockianums. And the one that really caught my attention and got me started to taking a video is this Anthurium pallidiflorum. And it's only 1,800. It's about the same price as the one from Ecogenera, but when I got the one from Ecogenera, it was much bigger. Now the thing is with pallidiflorum, there's rarely anyone who has pallidiflorum, and the one that I saw yesterday was like 4,000 pesos for the big one. And because I'm patient enough, I'm not the type to get really big anthuriums already. I usually want to grow them from small forms or young forms. So should I get the pallidiflorum? Is this gonna be part of my list? Because really, I was thinking of getting one. So we're still looking at all the stalls right now. Of course, the Plant Girl PH store is quite popular. I'm kinda shy. I want to do a video with her and ask her a couple of questions. She has a really nice display. The Epigigantium white gloss always catches my attention. It's one of those plants that maybe one day. And of course the Bulbasaur, but I'm happy because I already got my own Bulbasaur. It's so inspirational to see her Bulbasaur. Hoping one day mine will grow like that. So I kept looking at this store because of all the beautiful variegations, and then when I took a closer look, I saw the Paraiso Verde Albo, and this one here is only 500 pesos, all the way from Iloilo, Paraiso Verde Albo. So by Plant Girl PH. So they actually have a few more specimens. The bigger one is at least 1,000, but you know me, I always like taking the risk with smaller plants and trying to make them grow. Maybe it's my pride, maybe it's my ego, but let's go and give it a try. There's this Monstera Bulbasaur. How much yung Monstera Bulbasaur? 6.5 ito. Single leafer Bulbasaur for 6.5. Matropicolor, Devil, all these other small pots of variegated plants. Beautiful. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? Is this? No. Is it? Very difficult to find variegated Panduriforme. Last Horti Filipina, trailing one of this was already 17,000. So this one is how much again? 3.5 for this Panduriforme. And this is also Panduriforme, younger form. How much is the younger one? 5. This one's 3.5 and this is 5.
This is the top cut, this is the bottom cut.
So this is the top cut and this is the bottom cut. So the bottom cut is 3.5 and 5 for the top cut. Wow. Panduriforme. Hello, I'm here with Plant Girl PH and I'm a huge fan. I was very shy day one to ask questions, pero since I bought a plant na, I'm allowed to ask questions. So, I will reverse the camera. Okay, hi!
Hi!
So,
This is
I'd like to ask, what advice can you give, or what can you say to anyone in Cebu who are new to keeping plants?
For those na new sa plants, I suggest na huwag kayo basta-basta sa trend lang. Nga like, mag-buy agad ng plants na hindi nyo kayang buhayin. No? So start sa mga easy growing plants lang para hindi kayo ma-disappoint. Kasi naranasan ko rin yan yung pabigla-bigla lang na magbibili ng plants na hindi naman kayang buhayin. So parang na-disappoint ako agad. So realize ko na kailangan pala mag-study ka muna about sa plants, sa location, kung okay yung location sa inyo, kung easy ba yung pag-grow ng plants sa location ninyo. And then, wag mo masyadong damihan muna. I'm a seller, but I don't suggest na mag-buy kayo ng maraming plants na hindi nyo naman kayang buhay.
Yes, totally agree. And
Diba?
is there a favorite plant that you have here right now sa display mo?
Ang hirap ba?
O yung gusto mong which plant would you like to show off here?
Yun na lang siguro.
Which one?
Ang in-entry ko.
Oh, you won, by the way. I saw the ribbon. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, the squammy. We bought that squammy for 4 leaves.
4 leaves lang.
Yes, 4 leaves
And it
lang.
was smaller than that.
Yes.
I'm inserting the clip here of the squamiferum, which I wrongly called bipenifolium.
By penifolium.
Yan.
So, the squammy na lang yung pinaka-paborito ko kasi when you grow plants, the journey with the plants, yun yung kailangan mo ng konting pasensya, yung pag-care, yung care talaga yung pinaka-importante para ma-show off mo dito na tawag dito, yung parang ang feeling ba na na-care mo siya for how many years, tapos yun yung outcome, ang ganda ng plants, tapos nilagyan mo siya ng heart, yung may konting twist. So yung pinaka-paborito ko sa ngayon.
Yes, that's what I said as well when I saw it now. I was like, I felt na hindi lang siya plant, it was a work of art.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Plant Girl PH. We still hope that even if this is your first Horti Filipina, we will still see you in future Cebu Horti Filipinas.
Hopefully, makapunta ako sa Cebu kasi easy lang sa amin to come here.
Or kahit hindi Horti Filipina, kahit mga Cebu events, di ba?
Kaya.
Yes.
Kaya.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you din, sir.
Yesterday, I wasn't able to go into detail with this shop because I think no one was watching it then. But today, it's now open for viewing. I am going to go inside and look at all these plants. So compared to the other displays, they actually have sort of like trees here. I wonder if this is the Swami, was it? I'll try to ask later. But yeah, they got some plants here, perfect for landscaping. This one's really pretty though. Huyeng at 2,000. Beautiful silver color. I realize I'm very attracted to like silver colored leaves. That's probably why I fell in love with the hastatum. And then we have some varieties, var atabopoense, and my recent favorite Omacolomena tricolor. This one's getting a lot of good sun because the variegations are really nice. And so far, the only one I'm really seeing displaying Syndapsus. Like last year, a lot of Syndapsus. Right now, I think this is the only stall that I see showing a lot of Syndapsus. And if I'm not mistaken, Philodendron lemon lime. This one is interesting. It has kind of like a neon color monstera. It says monstera. I can't read it, but it's 60,000 for this plant. Then we have this tricolor, which is 45,000. And then, oh, this is interesting. Variegated Nara. Pterocarpus indica, I think, or indicus. 18,000 for a variegated Nara. Our national tree in its variegated form. So, This is all the different Syndapsus. So what I struggle with Syndapsus is that there's so many names for the Syndapsus. But recently I made a purchase. That will be something I will show during the plant haul. I won't be getting it until tomorrow. It's something I bought from Cebu Plant Daddy. And then we have here this another silver colored leaf. I'm really attracted to this. I'm not sure what it is. This one looks like an Epigigantium. No, I'm not sure. Is it Epigigantium or Amplissimum? There's no name. Not sure which one this is. No name. Okay, I'll probably just ask. Baobab! 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 6,000 only. Wow, variegated baobab. Wow. So interesting. So I got confirmation. This is the Epi Tricolor, that's 1,000. And this one I'm more interested with. White Monster is 1,500. But I want to know if the variegation is stable. Stable ba the variegation sa Epi White Monster? Hindi siya nag-revert? Wala. So the White Monster has a better variegation in my opinion than the Tricolor. I mean, the Tricolor is nice. It has those splashes of color, but you know, I'm very much into like whitish plants. I recently got a Monstera White Monster, so maybe I would get this as my first Epiprinum giganteum. So we'll see. I still cannot get over the baobab. Like, after having read about it in The Little Prince, seeing it in person is a whole different experience. It's so surreal. Like, if this was bird watching, this is a lifer for me. First time to see a baobab in person that's variegated. I'm very happy to be here at Anna's Garden because I bought from them last year. My most successful plant of all the plants that I got from Horti Filipina, the Acuminata mint mottled, and it was from them. And I showed them the plant after 1 year, and I'm very proud to show it because it's the only plant that I really got to grow larger when it started as a cutting, and now I got to propagate it and really made it climb a pole. So Anna's Garden, happy reunion. Kanipod ma'am, Gloriosum Tricolor, wala kay ni last year pod no?
Oo, karon lang na siya na.
Karon po kita daghan og mga tricolor. Oh. And then napod kay Bulbasaur. Pila man imong Bulbasaur? 4-5 for Monstera, Bulbasaur base cut ni top cut.
From baby, yun na siya, from seeds.
From seed, grown from seed, Bulbasaur. Okay. And another plant that I find very interesting is the Oxalis triangularis, and this is the first time I'm seeing the variegated Oxalis triangularis from Imuhagya po ni ma'am?
Okay,
From Cielito Leaf House in Talisay, and this is 2,500. Look at the size of that. This 2,500. The first time I'm seeing this variegated Oxalis triangularis. These really love the sun. This is one of those plants that you put directly under the sun and super hungry for water. If you do not give it water, it starts to go down. And at night, it also closes its leaves. So I like this plant. Very mobile plant. It's always moving. So randomly, they just got me to judge the plant competition, and it's kind of funny because in my head I was thinking, I wonder what the judges are going to pick this year. Which plant is going to be considered as a winner? Last year it was a Nepenthes, a very rare variegated Nepenthes, very interesting. And this year there's like a whole variety of plants. So I was wondering who's going to win this year, and I did not expect that they would get me as a judge. The problem is, it's not so much the judging that's a problem, like really nice plants. The problem is, every time I'm trying to judge the plants, I end up looking at the stores. ADHD brain, I cannot focus. I'm just like, oh, I have to look at this plant, and then I'm looking at the stores again and what they have to offer. So even if I'm already here on the second day, I've been walking around several thousand steps, and I still find more plants hidden in between, probably I didn't see before. So I don't know, like this is this is also overwhelming for me. Like here, I'll give you a look of what it looks like. So you have here the plants that are for the competition, and like while you're judging, boom, plants in the side, plants at the side, plants everywhere. So you really can't focus. It's so hard to focus. Like at one point I'm looking at this plant and then suddenly my eye shifts to the stall, like, ooh, look at those nice pretty plants. I'm very bad with focus. But oh, look at this, it's so nice. I kept looking at this already. Number 13. It's not just that it's a euphorbia, it's actually variegated. That's what's very interesting about it. See, that's how distracted I am. Like, I'm supposed to be making a video about judging, but now I'm just distracted. So yesterday I showed you Infinitely Green, and last year they were here as well. But what I find so interesting about Infinitely Green is among the vendors, they're the ones that really show off the large form of the plants. Like I have a melanochrysum, but a melanochrysum this huge, very impressive. I also have a verrucosum, but the largest verrucosum I've seen in Cebu is here. So Infinitely Green has a very impressive way of upsizing the plants, like growing them to their really mature sizes. Last year I saw they had the SP Colombia, and it was because of their SP Colombia that I ended up getting one of myself. That I ended up getting one for myself. Like, look at this verrucosum. This is basically my profile photo now. This is a plant that I really struggled growing, so it's very impressive that they got it to this size. And they're the only ones really displaying the plants that I like the Pallidiflorum. The Pallidiflorum is something that I feel is underappreciated in Cebu. Only a few people have it, and I think people don't know the extent of how beautiful this plant can get. And I missed this out. I thought I saw all the Spiritus Sancti. There's actually one there that's much larger. Wait, let's have a good look at it. Oh, let's zoom in. That's the Spiritus Sancti. So it has like that arrowhead shape when it gets more mature. So this is Infinitely Green. Salute to you, sir. Your display always impresses me. And they also have, oh, this is really nice. Atabapuense, I think. Atabapuense? This is Atabapuense with the premium variegation at 12,000. I didn't see this yesterday, but now look at this. Wow. And they also have some Scenographicas. Tillandsia Scenographicas. And the Veitchii and Regales. I finally get inside. Ma'am, let me go inside. Thank you. Pallidiflorum, a much closer look at this beautiful plant. And the Spiritus Sancti that we saw a while ago. And now let's look at the luxurians. Again, this year I will get the luxurians only when I'm ready with my high humidity environment. And maybe I haven't really paid attention to these, but they're also interesting. They've got these staghorn ferns, beautifully mounted, if I may say. Look at that, they have a nice frame, the screen at the back, mountain very neatly over there. And I think this is where they put the Osmocote for nutrients. So not just water, but proper nutrients for growth. So this is something I have to say, Infinitely Green, I believe, is dealing with plant growth, not just by feeling it out, but actually dealing with science. You cannot achieve growth like this if you're really not taking into consideration all the factors involving plant growth. So, if I may say, Infinitely Green is worth the price that they're putting on their plants, because these are really impressive growths. Hi, sir. So sir, I saw you last year's Horti Filipina 2025, and it was because of your SP Colombia display that I got an SP Colombia for myself. And now sir, he's showing off a plant here.
Yeah, this is a variegated Papilamino.
Papilamino, right.
This is a red sinus papi.
So
usually mangod is regular lang, wala siya red.
Wala siya red. So this one has a red sinus. The sinus over here, it's red. Well, it's very strong. It's a very challenging plant, no, ang variegated Anthurium.
Anthurium.
Because Anthuriums first and foremost are very demanding when it comes to humidity. And the variegations make it even more sensitive.
Yes.
Yes.
Tapos kana like ang chlorophyll nila like lisod kayo i-balance nila ang variegation.
Ang nutrients food nila, oh. Sir, question lang, where is Infinitely Green?
Somewhere in Busay.
Ah, you're in Busay. Okay, yeah, I'm impressed.
That's why kanang medyo mas happy dito ang mga anthuriums kay elevated.
Yeah, elevated, cold, and high humidity. So, the sizing ni sir, no, I've always said that Infinitely Green produces some very large climbing plants, which is not possible in a city setting. Yeah. So, Infinitely Green. Are you open to garden visits?
Yes.
Sige sir, I'll message you one of these days. We'll try to visit you. Okay. Thank you. So, I'm here at More Farm Charming Home. So Fred told me this place is for advanced plant keepers. And I'm looking at a variegated adenium that's about 2,000 pesos. Produces very beautiful flowers. Yesterday it had red flowers, but today I don't see it anymore. So, but beautiful plant. And another baobab over here, much smaller. This one's 4,500. But still, variegated baobab. And look at all these other plants. I don't actually know the names of these. These are like probably shrubs or trees. And you also have some terrascaping or aquascaping plants here. These are plants from Thailand. Very interesting plants. Look at this. Striking pink colors from here. I think this is Pilea, Chinese money plant, and some adeniums. And it was here that I also saw the Pallidiflorum. It's 1.4 for this small one. We have some orchids here. These are seeds. Oh wow. If you're willing to try some rare orchid seeds. This one looks like a corn. Is it a corn? And of course, anthuriums here. Lots of anthuriums. I saw some Moroccianums, some Cristas, even a Regale. And these here are orchids. Very interesting. So, is that a fern? Have a look at this. It goes into the whole biodome setups. More Farm Charming Home is actually one of the more interesting displays here because they tend to have more plants that are not the usual ones. So they're the only ones that had the variegated banana plants. And they have a lot of these other plants that I don't even know the names of. So all the way from Thailand, More Farm Charming Home. I might try to get one specimen from them at the last day. We'll see. So now we're here at one of the familiar vendors from last year, Suaveroids. Sir's over here. Hello. So Sir did a show last year, not show, but a talk, you know, how to make a mount for your platycerium. So Suaveroids is quite popularly known for their platyceriums. But last year, I remember he also brought a Burle Marx flame. And this year, he has something interesting that I want to point out. This is the
Monstera gracilis.
gracilis. I've only seen this in photos and I'm seeing it for the first time. Monstera gracilis. Gracilis. It looks like an obliqua, but it is not an obliqua. Wavy with large fenestrations. And also, what are these that you also have?
Are my own hybrid.
Your own hybrids. Oh, you created your own hybrids. Okay, so sir's gonna tell us about this.
So this is Fort Sherman crossed with Autumn Sunset. Both are Papililaminum, but they have different characters.
Okay.
So combine these, this is the product.
Oh, what's distinct about this particular hybrid?
The sinus and the coloration. The color of the sinus, it's like
Reddish?
sunset vibe. Yeah,
Sunset reddish,
Yeah. And dark foliage, something like that.
And it has like a red back, na?
Yes.
Reminds me of the berry cosum, na?
So I think that's what the genetics of Papililaminum sunset came from.
Yeah. But that's one of your own hybrids. The
Yes.
second one is this also your hybrid?
Yes, this is Red Vein Dark Phoenix crossed with Autumn Sunset.
Ah, so this is the...
This is I only brought one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this pointier feel has a like sharp, narrow drop
Yes.
compared to the rounder one.
And it's the color is different as well.
So this is what's exciting about horticulture in the Philippines. You can create your own Anthurium hybrids. So what do you call this? Do you have a name for this?
Not yet. So I selected one plant that's different from the others. So I'm planning to name it, but I don't have the right name for it.
You don't have the right name. You're still waiting for the right name. So for now, we'll call it the Suaveroids hybrid. Now we have two hybrids here. Going back, it is the Papililaminum and also a red vein dark phoenix. Wow. And of course, we have all these beautifully mounted platyceriums. And this is what I like about these platyceriums. It's not just like mounting them on a board. The boards are art on their own. So it's not just something that, you know, you put in a garden. You can put this like in a indoor setting, but of course needs good amount of sunlight. If you want something that you have to mount for yourself, you have it here. These are all the platyceriums. And although I haven't started with platyceriums myself, what I do enjoy about them is that they have this really nice silvery color. And platyceriums for me are most beautiful when they're in largest form. So maybe one day I will get into platyceriums. But before that, as always, I will study first, make sure I have the space before I start getting one. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
We hope you'll keep coming back for future Horti Filipinas.
For sure. Thank you, Cebuanos. Just in case for future, para care guide.
Oh, care guide from sir. Thank you so much. So he's
Stickers.
oh, stickers from sir.
Sticker. Yeah, I'll give you another one.
Wow, thank you. So this is now sir's way of doing budol. So telling me how to care for it so that maybe I will buy one. Okay, maybe, you know.
No pressure.
No pressure, but side thought, lots of pressure, no? Oh, more stickers, yay! Oh, these are what you call in marketing visual reminders so that you will be induced into buying one, no? So from Suaveroids, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So we are here at Peonies Flowers that is from Talisay. From Talisay, Cebu. And ma'am just showed me her, oh, sold na. Epiprimnum pinatum Japan cultivar, marble Japan cultivar. And all the variegated plants here. So last year I saw an Epiprimnum pinatum Japan cultivar, and it was a beautifully mounted plant, and it was already climbing. My tita bought it. Now I'm seeing it here again, which is only 500 per pot. I am very curious. I want to buy one because there are Epiprimnum marbles in Cebu, but this one is the Japan cultivar, and it just has a different marbling from the current marbles that we have in Cebu. So I'm thinking about that. But they also have here the Epigiganteum marble 2000, no? That's 2000 for the Epiprimnum giganteum marble. So thinking about it, maybe I might get this one. I'm still thinking. And of course, another heartache of mine, the Aurea, which unfortunately Mine reverted to green, so no for me. White gloss.
Yes, white.
Another Epipremium Giganteum white gloss. One with the new shooting leaf. How much ang inyo ha?
This is 7,000.
7,000 for the Epipremium white gloss. Giganteum white gloss, na? Na-curious ko sa inyong Monstera Deliciosa sa Leo. Na siya ipagka-sectoral mint.
Yes, sectoral mint. Yeah.
Like pila ang sectoral mint?
Kano siya, sir, 10,000.
10,000 for the Monstera Deliciosa sectoral mint from Peonies flower. So, even after the show, you can visit their Facebook page, no?
Oh, wala may Facebook page. But maybe in July, starting in July, mag-start na sa party.
Sige ha, kay we'll try to tag you your page para if people want to look for all these plants in Talisay sa Peonies flowers. Sige. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So one of the plants that I was waiting for is here in the parking area because ma'am is not displaying this year. So I am getting it from her car and bringing it to my car. Hi, ma'am. My Monstera Thai constellation. Na akong kuan pod, manjul, Epi Marble, duha ka buok. Epi Marble. Thank you, ma'am. Caleb's Mini Garden from Talisay. Thank you. So, the second day was all about revisiting all the stalls that we went to yesterday and also exploring those that I didn't get to go in depth in. And also judging the competition, which is a delightful surprise. I did not expect that. But the most important thing that I experienced today, which was off camera, was getting to talk to the vendors, getting to hear their experiences, all their emotions invested in the plants, their stories. I enjoyed that so much. It's something that was done off cam, and I think this is why events like this have to continue happening, because when we have plant events where all these different kinds of people gather but with the same interest and passion, there's a lot of stories that get shared. So I really hope that it doesn't just end here. Even after Horti Filipina, there will be more events in Cebu that allows all these plant lovers to gather so that more stories can be shared among each other, and of course to continuously grow the horticultural community in Cebu. So let's grow Cebu. Let's become all plantitos and plantitas, please.